Imagine this, it's the 2002 World Cup final. Ronaldo, with his iconic haircut, steps onto the field. The crowd is roaring. 90 minutes later, Brazil lifts the World Cup trophy for the fifth time, more than any other nation. The world watches in shock, thinking, this is it. This is the peak of football perfection. Now, fast forward to today. Brazil, the same footballing powerhouse, playing like a second division football team. Let that sink in. How did it come to this? How did the team that gave us Pelé, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Neymar fall so far? This is the story of the rise and fall of Brazilian football, a story of dominance, flair, and eventually loss of identity. Stick with me till the end because we are not just talking about history, we are talking about the future of Brazilian football and whether their beautiful game can ever be restored. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. To understand the fall of Brazil, we first have to understand the rise of Brazil. Football came to Brazil in the early 1900s, but believe it or not, it wasn't for everyone. Back then, only the rich, upper-class Brazilians played the sport. It was almost like an exclusive club for white, European-descended elites. But outside these fancy fields, something magical was happening. In the back alleys, streets and dot lots, the working class Brazilians, often of African and indigenous descent, were inventing their own style of football. No expensive uniforms, no proper goalpost, just raw talent, creativity and pure passion. Here, in the streets, the world will see the birth of Jogo Bonito, the beautiful game. It wasn't just football anymore, it was art. Players like Pelé, Garincha and Zico didn't just play football, they danced with the ball. But little did the world know, Brazil wasn't just creating art, they were preparing to take over the football world. And then came 1958, a 17-year-old boy from a poor neighborhood in Sao Paulo, playing with the joy of child but the skill of a god, would change football history forever. His name, Pelé. At just 17, Pelé led Brazil to their first World Cup title in 1958. It wasn't luck, it was a revolution. Brazil wasn't just beating teams, they were embarrassing them with flair and creativity. It was like watching poetry in motion. In 1958 to 1970, Brazil won 3 of 4 World Cups, building a dynasty no one could touch. The world saw them as unstoppable kings. Brazil wasn't just winning, they were inspiring generations of kids to try bicycle kicks, juggling, and no-look passes. By the 1980s, Brazil has already cemented its legacy. But then came another legend, Zico, the White Pelé. This was the era of Zico, Socrates, Falcao, and Junior. These players didn't just win matches, they played football with the certain grace and beauty that no one else could replicate. Their passes felt like art, their goals pure genius. But unlike the Pelé era, this group didn't win a World Cup. Still, they became legends because of how they played. Brazil's philosophy of Jogo Bonito was more alive than ever. And just when you thought Brazil couldn't get any better, a new generation was about to take the old by storm. Then came the 1990s. Oh, you thought Brazil was done? No chance. This time, it was led by new faces, Romario, Rivaldo, and the man himself, Ronaldo Fenomeno. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember Ronaldo's 2002 haircut? Be honest, we all tried it once, didn't we? The 1994 World Cup was Brazil's comeback story. They lifted their 4th World Cup after beating Italy in the penalty shootout. But the real showstopper was Ronaldo. This man was a goal machine. In 2002, he led Brazil to their 5th World Cup, making them the most successful football nation on earth. But all empires fall. By 2006, Brazil had the greatest squad on paper: Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, and Kaká. They were unstoppable, or so we thought, but France, led by Zinedine Zidane, had other plans. Brazil lost, and with it, their golden torch started to fade. Then came the disaster of 2014, hosting the World Cup at home. With Neymar as the face of the team, Brazil's dreams were crushed in the most humiliating way possible: 7-1 defeat to Germany. Wait, did I just say 7-1? Yes, it wasn't a typo. Fast forward to today, and Brazil isn't fair anymore. Their once beautiful game has been replaced by rigid, European-style tactics. Players like Neymar, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo are talented, but the magic is not the same. Brazil's current struggles in the World Cup qualifiers tell a painful story. They are sitting 4th in the table. The Football Federation is in chaos. Their iconic samba style is being replaced by something unrecognizable, and with no clear leader on and off the pitch, Brazil's future looks uncertain. Here is the big question: can Brazil rise again? There is a hope. Players like Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo have flashes of brilliance. But unless Brazil embraces identity again, the rhythm, the flair, the unpredictability, the beautiful game may become just a story we tell our kids. Brazil taught us that football isn't just a game, it's an art form. It's a samba on grass. And just like any art form, it evolves, adapts, and sometimes gets lost. But here is the thing: legends don't die, empires rebuild. The beautiful game is too iconic, too legendary to fade forever. If you believe Brazil can return to greatness, type bring back Jogo Bonito in the comments. Also, smash that like button if you believe football should always be beautiful. Thank you for watching Goal Extra. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.